Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Time, let's talk about Colorado. Colorado yesterday beat UCF 48-21. The Buffaloes, your team with 14-point underdogs, improved to 4-1, 2-0 in the Big 12. And Travis Hunter caught a touchdown. He intercepted a pass in the same game for the second time in 3 weeks. And this is the fourth time in his 3-year college career that he's done that. He struck the Heisman polls after he picked off KJ Jefferson with a diving interception in the third quarter. Time, I said yesterday, and I text you this, that I thought this was your most complete ball game
it was.
in your tenure. You look at the way you guys ran it. You look at the way you guys stopped the run when you needed to stop it. After y'all done built up that big lead, they started to get some cheap stuff. You look at the way you protected the quarterback. You look at the way you hunted the quarterback. Your special teams got two good field goals from your kicker. This was a complete game. When you was looking at the week of practice, you go into the week of practice, you're going into this game, what made you feel so comfortable? Because I heard you after the game to say how much we were supposed to beat them by? 10. What made you feel so confident that you guys were ready to play?
Adversity. You got to understand, we respond to adversity. We got a bunch of former pros that are coaching, doing a great job of maturing these young men, but it was a storm coming to Florida. Or Chad, you know, there's a storm coming. So we had to leave on Wednesday to get to Florida to beat the storm. You know what that does? That brings us together, closer. We in a hotel for a few days, none but team. We the walkthroughs, the practices that we went out and practiced. Thank God UCF allowed us their indoor facility. We utilized that. Our guys worked their butt off, studied a ton of film, met with the coaches, watching film, walkthroughs. It was just straight football and straight focus. And that was the difference. Us secluding ourselves and getting away from friends, family, and loved ones and just being locked in, man. That was the difference.
Time, when you guys played North Dakota State, I said after the game, I said, I'm disappointed because, and I said, you never accept anything in a win, you wouldn't have lost. Coach Saban said yesterday, winning when playing poorly is a kiss of death. You then said after the game, I didn't know that you had said this at the time. You said, guys, we can't be happy with just winning. We've got to dominate. We've got to take the field expecting to dominate. There's too many people happy that we just won the game. Can you explain to those that's at home listening and watching what you mean by not being just happy winning, but expecting to dominate?
As a coach, you know what you have. You know what positions you're a little weary of. You know what positions you're very strong in. You know who are the dominant players on your team. And when you go out and you perform and you may lose the defensive battle as well as special teams, but you win offense and you score more points, you can't be happy. You're excited that you won. You're happy that you won, but you're not satisfied with the true victory because you know it could have went the other way with a bounce of this ball, a bad pass, a fumble, whatever. But when you excel on all three levels, and that's what we did yesterday, offensively, defense, as well as special teams, we excelled at all three levels for our first time in my tenure, for the first time in a long time, even dating back to Jackson, that we were truly dominant at all three levels, man. And I'm proud of the young men. I really am, because it was a valiant effort to do so.
You know what? I got a question. I'm glad you just said that. One of the things you just said, as a coach, understanding your strengths and understanding your weaknesses, you know, and wanting everybody to come together. But how do you navigate that as a coach when you're playing against an opponent? I'm not talking about UCF, you know, in this instance. But when you go into games and understanding your strengths and the weaknesses of your players, how do you hide and navigate the weak parts of what you may have going on and hide them in game to where you can still be efficient in all three phases?
You focus. I mean, we hadn't been great versus the run. UCF was a running team. You know, we're going to make this game plan heavy defensively versus the run. What does that mean? We got to get on these DBs all week long because they're going to have to play the pass. They're going to be one-on-one,
man coverage,
quite a bit, man-to-man. And guess what? It's going to be at least 2 to 3 balls that you're going to have to break up. You're going to have to be there. Travis, I need you to be Travis. You know, I need you to be you. I need you to do that. I just need you to make a play. I don't need you to win, but I need you to break even. All right? I don't need you to win. I need you to break even. You two right here, I need you to be dominant. You really be truthful and honest about what you have and their abilities, and you give them an attainable goal that they could secure. And that's what they did. They went out there and did that.
I look at both of your offense and defensive line because that's the meat and potatoes of any team. Yeah, right. You can have all the fancy bells and whistles, but you need those pickup trucks and dump trucks. And that's what you did yesterday. Your offensive line, they opened up the holes, gave running lanes, and they did a great job of protecting Shadur. I think he's only sacked twice. Defensive line, they did a great job of stopping the run. They got after the quarterback. I think you guys sacked him like 6 or 7 times.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Going into that game, and I know Sapp is on your staff, and he's preaching defense. He wants those guys to hunt. Guys, we got to hunt. I know he's telling them they got to hunt. Did you feel comfortable? Did you know, like, damn, UCF, they want to run the football. We've kind of been a little lax at stopping the run.
Yeah.
But I feel comfortable going into the game today.
Yeah, we did. Coach Rob Livingston is doing a great job. Mm-hmm. As well as Pat Sherman, both my coordinators. They're doing a wonderful job of game planning and getting us prepared. And I just add they cannot beat us at this. We cannot surrender that. We cannot do this. Those are my additives that I make sure that we can't do, especially navigating through the game and understanding what's at hand during the game and situational football. Like a situation like going down before the half. We were getting ready to take a shot. I said, no. Let's get it. 10 more yards. Marta got this. 10 more yards. Marta got this. Let's dial up something. 10 more yards. Give me that. Let's get out of bounds. We got 8 seconds. We need to do this within 5 to 4 seconds. We need 3 seconds on the clock. We good. We got a timeout left. I'm going to use that. Boom. Man, Pat called a perfect play. We get out of bounds, hit the back on the shallow going across the field. He gets out of bounds. Marta hits it. Now we go in with momentum because they're about to get the ball to start the second half because we got the ball opening up. So it's a lot of situational things that go in that coincide with what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish as well. But the coordinators came up with wonderful game plans, and we ran the ball effectively. Anytime you just run the ball effectively and take some heat off too, back there, it's going to be a problem because now it gets like 7-on-7. And when you give him that opportunity, Chad, you've seen it. When you give him that opportunity to sit back there and settle his feet, it's going to be a problem.
Oh, yeah.
But he made some throws yesterday, time on the move. I watched him throw that ball to Trav. He's rolling to his left, and he has to throw it over because he has a guy in between him and Trav. Yeah. So he has to put enough heat on it, but he has to put enough touch to get it up and down.
Yeah.
The guy in front of him, and he has the safety closing in on him. When you watch him, look, he grew up in your house. You know what you got. But at any point in time, do you get impressed by seeing what he's doing?
No, because my expectations are out of the roof. I get mad. I get mad at times. Hey, dog, what's wrong with you, man? That happens, and we have these intense conversations. But sometimes I have to dial back because I'm looking at it from this point of view, and I'm hearing the call goes in. I don't know if this happens or that happens, and we don't know, but he knows. Right. He could redial it and say, this is what was supposed to happen, but this didn't happen. This is why this happened. Like these quarterbacks can recant everything, and he could tell you everything that he saw. Because that's the first thing I asked, what did you see? What did you see? Mm-hmm. And he and Pat are wonderful together. I mean, you got to hear the chemistry going in. See, now it's a luxury because you got a quarterback that can see the field, and then the coach gets to talk to him until 15 seconds is left on the play clock. So that's almost like stealing, man, because now he's telling them, okay, they may come weak side. Oh, look at the front side of this. And Shedeur is already there. He's already right there. And sometimes, he'll check off something. We're like, oh my God, he should have stuck with the play. Oh, good job, son. Good. It's like it's almost like that shit sometimes because he can see the game. He can see the game tremendously well.
Yeah. Speaking of seeing the game, Unc and I were arguing last night. We were talking, obviously watching Travis Hunter and what he's doing and how special he is.
Yeah,
it's about special. There haven't been many players. There haven't been very many two-way collegiate players that can do what he's doing at such an early age and be efficient on both sides of the ball. At that level. And I talked with Unc yesterday. I'm sitting here arguing with him. I'm telling Unc, I say, Unc, I believe Travis is a better receiver as opposed to DB. Now we have you here. So I just want you to.
I ain't telling you nothing. I'm treating you like a pro scout. You're going to have to find that on your own. I know the answer.
I don't have to find out because I've been watching.
I know the answer. I know the answer. No. What you're saying, this is what you're really saying. You've seen him with more opportunities at receiver. That's why you feel that way. If you see him on a day-to-day basis, pat them feet and get down there and get that. I mean, and I know him like a book. Right before that play, if somebody dialed it back before the play he made, I say, look, man, focus. focus because they're getting ready to come at you. I need you to focus and stay low and do what you do.
Right.
That's what I said to him on the sideline because I know him and I know the flow of the game. And I know when coordinators think he's tired up there, they may try to take a shot. They try to catch him sleeping or slipping. And he ain't getting ready to do that. That's just who he is. But I know the answer to that for sure. Yeah. This is my problem. Every week we got a ton of scouts come to practice and they ask me that question. What do I think he is? I said, I'll tell you what. If you put him on defense and don't let him play offense in the pros, you're going to look crazy because you're not moving the ball down the field and your best receivers over there on the defense side of the ball. And
then the fans thank you.
Right. The fans going to start booing and they're going to start saying, put Travis in. Now, if you put it vice versa, okay, now he's on offense and he's lighting it up, then your cornerback is getting killed, but you got him over there sitting on the bench and your best corner is sitting over there waiting for the offense to get a turn and you get murdered out there. You're going to look like a fool as a head coach. So you got to allow him to be who he is. I'm thankful that God blessed me with him and God gave me a career where I could see the game from both sides. And I could understand that, no, this is not an anomaly. This is who this kid is. I got to let him be him. Imagine if I was selfish and just was traditional and just played him on one side of the ball. We wouldn't see half of the plays that we've been blessed to see as a collegiate football player. I would have robbed him of that greatness that he has, that he's displayed for us. Thank God that he came, he chose us. Yeah. And he gave us this tremendous gift.
Time, you have a very unique perspective because when you went to Dallas, I don't know who the number 2 got hurt. You were the full-time corner, but they had a package of plays for you. And they would run you on the reverse, they would throw the smoke screen to you, they put you down the field, you catch the post, you catch the over. So you have a very unique perspective of what it's like.
It was a period of time that I was playing 109, 120 plays a game.
Right.
It was a period of games that I was playing that. So I understand the repetitions, but guys like us, like Chad, you ain't get tired. Oh, no, that's the last thing we got playing this game. How you gonna get tired playing a childish game called football? Did we ever get tired in the hood when we grew up playing? Was there any timeouts when we grew up playing street ball?
No.
We know we used to be funky at the bus stop.
Matter of fact, hold on. The only time we stop is when you got to pause for a car to go by.
Thank you. And we was funky.
That's the only time you stop.
I organized. I was always structured. I organized my bus stop to go play against other bus stops. Now we going to school dead funky. But we won. You get tired. So you don't get tired doing what you gifted and blessed to do, man. The kid don't tire. Now we give him, he has Sundays off, Mondays and Tuesdays off. So he starts work on Wednesdays so he could get his rest.
Time.
He got a problem with it. I say, do what he does. I give you the days off too.
I was going to ask you about that, but how you say you give him Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off.
Yeah,
give his body a chance to recover.
Off days are Mondays. We're normally off on Mondays.
Okay.
We do a 70%. If you played 60% of the snaps during the game on Saturday, you get Sundays off. That's my chance. That's my opportunity to get these other guys reps, to get them total focus from the staff, to get them ready to play just in case somebody sustained an injury. But no, he gets a couple of days off, then the third on that Tuesday, then he's ready to go Wednesday.
Time, how tall is because standing next to him, he's taller than people think.
Travis taller than me. Travis is about 6'2".
Yes.
Yeah.
And he long.
Jump out the gym. Jump out the gym. Like if you see him play basketball, jump out the gym. Like all great corners are real lean, down low, got long limbs, and jump out the gym. I ain't never seen a great corner that can't jump out the gym. I ain't never seen it. Never seen it in my life.
I don't know, Time, you had ups like that though.
Who? I dunked the medicine ball. What? Man, I didn't stutter either. Think about that. Think about how high you got to get up to dunk a medicine ball.
A 20-pounder, huh?
I don't know about the weight, but it's a medicine ball.
Let me ask you this, Time. A lot of people are asking. Obviously, you want your son to go to a great situation. That's first and foremost. Yeah, you want him to go high.
You think?
You want him to go to a great... Knowing how you think, yes. High, you want him to go high, but sometimes going high means going to a bad situation. Yeah. What about, because everybody's like, well, will Coach Prime pull an Eli? Have you thought that far? You just go, hey, son, just do what you're supposed to do. Everything's going to take care of itself. And we're going to, after the season, we'll sit down and discuss what the next step is.
A LeVar Ball, a LeBron, I'm gonna pull every Caesar, the boxes. I'm pulling all up. Yeah, all up. No, honestly, we've talked about it extensively. I talked to a multitude of teams because they had practice every day. But I want what's best for him. But I want him to be happy as well. So you really don't get to dictate where your son gets to go because there's a draft process. But you know us. You know how we are. We know who ain't trying to win in the NFL. So you know that. You know who's consistently, in the basement year after year after year. You don't want that situation for your kids or your family members. Nobody. No, none of them. So we know what time it is. But you got to understand, Shedeur is he's suited for adversity. All our life we've been under adversity. All our life we've been hated and mistreated and talked about and lied on and just naysayed all our life. He ain't never had the red carpet rolled out to him. I'm not that kind of father. I would know he had no silver spoon. He had a wooden spoon, the kind we used to put on the wall. He had one of them.
A fork and a spoon.
Yeah. He said in an interview last week, he said, my dad ain't give me no trust fund. We don't work like that. He had to earn everything he has. So he's suited to go to a team that's been up under adversity because that's what he's done all his life. He's been in adverse situations.
I heard Mel Kiper say that cover two, they need to do away with the cover two because this is why quarterbacks are struggling. This is why teams are struggling so early in the season. Man, what's your take on that, Time?
Chad can tell you this. Don't they have two beaters, Ocho?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you just go to two beater? Why you got to really cover two? You get them out there too. You can run them out there too as well.
That's the two beater. Run them out of it.
Run them out there too. First of all, Jake, if they had a couple two on you and you playing tight end, you're gonna tear that seam up. That linebacker ain't gonna keep up with you on that seam. If he running with you, we're gonna put it back shoulder. Then what you gonna do? You gonna let it work.
And if they in that too, hell, all you got to do if you got some dogs out there. Nigga, condense them goddamn splits. We corner out their ass to death, or we go 2 yards outside the number and we goddamn run that dig their ass to death.
Let me tell you cover two. Cover two, first of all, Chad loved cover two. You know why? Because he tore the corner up and now he one-on-one with a safety that's not used to playing in space. So that was a murder. Honestly, I've always told coordinators in the pros, guys, if you're going to play cover two, just put the safeties up front. Put the corners in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want the corner, which are now the safeties to come up and make the tackles. Mm-hmm. Then you want those guys to defend the pass. But now you're dealing with a guy back there on the hash that ain't used to space. And Chad can't wait to get off that jam and see that joke and face him up. Man, please.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Please.
Yeah, I cover two beat. I used to tell TD, run them out of cover two.
That's right.
That's your job. Run them out of cover two. Make them drop. You're not finna stop us with this light box. You're going to have to drop that.
Kill it too, though. Play action going to kill it too, because when you got a running game, he has to, he has to take that fake. He has to stay still. So he won't let you get up. He going to let you get up the seam. He ain't got no choice.